Hello, welcome to Demo Reel to Job. I've created this class based on a lot of questions I've gotten over the years with various students. In a lot of my teachings, I've added a final assignment where I talk about the business of animation, VFX, getting a job, putting your portfolio together. And what I've seen looking at other available courses and questions that I've seen from people online, this could be an area that really needs to be elaborated on. So I wanted to go through the various portions of things that you might need either a refresher on or you're seeking a little bit more guidance on it, whether it's trying to put together a business card, a website, organizing your portfolio, all the various things that you need to do in order to get a job, and also to make sure your career goes where you want it to. Now, I can't make promises on that you'll get that job tomorrow, but I think a lot of these skills will show you the necessary steps that are needed to guide yourself along the way and to try to get that career that you are going for. So let's go over a few things first. So I just want to get through the legal side of this. So this disclaimer, if you just take a moment and pause and read this disclaimer through, it's basically advising that the information that I'm presenting in the following communication is for general information purposes and should not be considered legal advice. I'm not responsible for any action taken upon this. This information is for you to use, but I will not be assume any responsibility or liability in the context of this communication. And the reason for that is basically one, like I said, I'm not a lawyer, and two, I'm presenting knowledge that I have in presenting myself as a professional in the field. And as we know, there are various factors for any of us to get a job. And all this information is presenting yourself in the best way possible to get a job. It is not by any means saying that you will definitely get a job through this. I am just trying to give you the best tools to help you in that endeavor. So let's get on to the content. What we're going to cover is you'll have images that you like of your work that then we'll put together as a portfolio. Once we have the portfolio, we'll learn how to do breakdowns of our images and shots in order to create our demo reel. And once we have the demo reel and our images, we'll then collate them together to create a website. From there, you're going to want to work on your branding to have a cohesive feel and look as you want to take yourself and move into marketing into the jobs that you want to apply for. Once you start applying, then we'll go over the interviewing stage. And then once you've interviewed and you get that job that you want, let's talk about how we get the career that you want after that. So let me go over a little bit about myself. I've worked in feature animation for almost 2 decades now. I've worked a number of years at DreamWorks Animation and currently at Walt Disney Animation Studios. I've worked as a matte painter, a matte painting lead, and a matte painting supervisor. I've taught for numerous amount of years, and I have deep roots in the animation community. I have been on the side of the table where I have been looking at demo reels numerous times and put together my own demo reel website marketing and branding to promote myself. So hopefully as we go through this class, you'll see what I've put together and what I've seen others submit to me, along with what friends have done in their own careers. So let's take a look. Now, before we begin, I'm going to sound like a broken record throughout this entire mini course. because I'm just going to keep hammering the same things over and over because it's very important. So I think you need to set milestones for yourself. So bring out a calendar, figure out what it is you're trying to tackle, and set a realistic goal for what you're trying to tackle. And if this is your first time doing any of this, then I think you need to give yourself extra time. So don't be unrealistic. Don't say, I'm going to get all of this done in a day and I'm going to get all of this done in a week. Pad, when we bid things for movies, we pad it so that there's contingency in case anything goes wrong. So if you know that you want to start submitting demo reels in 3 months from now, then you need to set up realistic goals over the next 3 months to make sure that you have the strongest possible portfolio, branding, and marketing of yourself that you can do. So this can be translated also when you're making portfolio pieces for yourself as well. Don't overdo it. Don't make something overly complex. It's better to focus and take time with your fundamentals and make sure that each piece is the strongest piece that you can do at that time. And then always remember that where you are today will not be where you are tomorrow. So this is a journey. We're not doing a sprint. This is a marathon. So think of your career as that marathon, and you need to make sure that you can make it through the entirety of it all. And the thing that will help you the most throughout all that is consistency and the passion for what you're doing. If you don't enjoy the work that you're doing for animation or VFX, you'll quickly burn out because it can be very demanding. So I think you really need to focus on the areas that you feel the most passionate about and then consistently apply a methodology to have results. So the easiest thing to think of is repetition, repetition, repetition. You need to keep working on pieces in your portfolio to get to where the job that it is that you want. And once you get that job for what you want, you need to make sure that you can extend your career for the amount of time that you want to be doing this for.